Video, we are going to see about how to design a synchronous counter for any given random sequence. So the counter sequence can be anything. For that, we are going to design a synchronous counter. So let us take a counter sequence as 0, 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7. So here you can see 2 and 6 are missing. So we have to design a synchronous counter for this one. This is the state diagram for the given counter sequence 0, 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7. First, we shall calculate the number of flip-flops you need for this one. For that, you see the last sequence. What is that? 7. 7 means 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1 means it needs 3 bit. So for 3 bit, you need 3 flip-flops. So the number of flip-flops is 3 to design this counter. So we can use T flip-flop. You can use any flip-flop. I am going to use T flip-flop to design this counter. So this is the excitation table for T flip-flop. You can see it is very easy to remember. When both present state and next state are 0, the output T is 0. When both are 1, it is 0. So when the present state and output state are not same, at that time T will be equal to 1. Next we will draw the excitation table for the counter. So present state. So present state we know the sequence 0, 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7. So whatever given you write it. 2 and 6 you can leave it and you can take it as don't care. So 1, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5 and 7. So we can write the next state for this one. For 0, what is the next state? It's 1. For 1, next state is 3. For 3, next state is 4. For 4, next state will be 5. For 5, next state is 7. And for 7, next state is 0. Because 7, next state is 0. Now we can fill the input table. So if QC and QC plus 1 both are 0, 0, T should be 0. So like this we can fill it up. For QB also 0, 0 it is 0, 0, 1 it is 1. Like that we can fill up for all the 3 flip-flops. Now we can plot the K-map. So 3 variables are there. So go for a 3 variable K-map. QC, QB, QA. So 3 variables are there. Mark this one. So here you should remember that 2 and 6 are not here. That you can take it as don't care. 2 and 6 you take it as don't care. Remaining things we can mark it. Where M3 is 1. So M3 is 1. Again M7 is 1. Okay. So 2 and 6 I have taken it as don't care. Now you can combine all these 4. So TC is equal to QB. Next we will plot for TB. So here totally 4 ones are there and 2 and 6 are again marked as don't care. So you can combine these 4 ones together. So TB is equal to what is the common term here? QA. Next we will plot for TA. TA you have again 4 ones are there. Mark that. 2 and 6 are don't care. So these two can be combined together and again these two can be combined together and you will get TA is equal to QB plus QA bar. Okay. Now let us draw the logic diagram. Let's write the equations which we have derived. Always take the LSB first. A flip-flop is here. A is the LSB bit. TA is equal to QB plus QA bar. So here plus represents it is a OR gate is there. So take a OR gate. What are the two inputs? QB plus QA bar. Where is QB? QB is here. QA bar is here. So first flip-flop we have completed. Next TB is equal to QA and TC is equal to QB. So designing a synchronous counter is very easy with T flip-flop. Okay. So this can be done for any sequence. So in this case we have taken this particular sequence, but for any sequence we can derive in the same manner. Now let us draw the timing diagram. This is the clock symbol. We have represented an arrow here to show that the flip-flop gets activated in negative transition, or it is a negative edge triggered flip-flop that you can see from the bubble here. So this bubble represents it is a negative edge triggered flip-flop, meaning that whenever the clock pulse falls or in the negative edge of the clock pulse, the flip-flop will respond. Now we have to draw what is the QA, QB and QC flip-flop output for each cycle. So let us mark QA, QB, QC. You draw a line here so that it will not get messed up. So initially we are setting the flip-flop, all the flip-flops to 0, 0, 0. That is the initial status 0, 0, 0. So normally in flip-flops, all flip-flops, preset and clear option will be there. The pins will be available, which is normally not shown in the logic diagram. But that pins will be there. We can set the flip-flop to 0, 0, 0 initial state. Now, when the first clock pulse comes or the negative transition comes, we have to check what will be the output of QA. So QA depends upon TA input. So what is TA? We have to find it out. So now initially QA is 0. What will be QA bar? So it will be 1 here. So 1 is connected to the OR gate. So it is a OR gate. So any one input is 1. The output is going to be 1. So here I am getting 1. So if TA is 1, so try to remember the T flip-flop. When the input T is 1, the output will toggle. If T is 0, the output remains the same. So here if T is 1, so if the input is 1, QA has to toggle. So previously it was in 0 condition, so it has to change to 1. Okay, so QA changes from 0 to 1. So at the same instant, what happens to QB and QC? Because you see, all the clocks are same. This is a synchronous counter. In synchronous counter, all the clocks are same. All flip-flops are given the same clock. So at the same time, what happens to second flip-flop, B flip-flop? So here you see TB is actually connected to QA. So what is QA previously? It was 0. So 0 means if T is 0, there is no change in the output. So here the output remains the same. Same case with C flip-flop. Since QB is previously 0, QB is in the TC. So it is 0, the output will not change. So this also remains in the same state. Okay, so first cycle, this cycle we have completed. Next we have to see what happens in the next cycle. So here you see at this instant QA is 1. So I have taken QA is 1. So if QA is 1, QA bar is going to be 0. This 0 is connected to OR gate. So we have to find what is the other input. Other input is what? QB. So what is QB previously? 0 only. So OR gate is going to give you 0 output. So if TA is 0, output will be remaining in the same state. There is no change in the state of the flip-flop. So here it is 1, so it remains in the same state. Next check the B flip-flop. So this one is connected here. So this has to toggle. B flip-flop has to toggle. So it changes from 0 to 1. You take the C flip-flop. So what is previously QB? Before this one, it is 0 only. So 0. 0 means there is no change in the output of C flip-flop. So it remains in 0. Okay. Now, next cycle we have to check. So here it is 1. So QA, here it is 1. So QA bar will be 0. Then what is the other input for the OR gate? QB. So you check QB, it is 1 previously. That is, we have to see the state before this transition. What is the condition before this transition? Falling edge. So before that it was 1. So 1 means OR gate is going to give, now T become 1. If the T is 1, output of the flip-flop will toggle. So this has to toggle now. So it toggles from 1 to 0. So then what happens to this B flip-flop? So previously QA was 1. So this has to, B flip-flop has to toggle again. So it toggles from 1 to 0. What happens to C flip-flop? So previously what was QB? QB was 1. So this flip-flop will also toggle. So this toggles from 0 to 1. So next we have to find for the next clock pulse. You see it is 0 here. QA is 0. If QA is 0, what will come here? 1. So 1 means TA is going to 1. TA is 1 means QA should toggle. So this will change its state. Then what happens to B flip-flop? So B flip-flop previously QA was 0. So 0 means there is no change in the output. So QB remains the same. What happens to QC? So what is QB previously? It was 0. So 0 means no change. So it remains in 1 itself. So in this way we can draw the timing diagram. So after finishing this one, you see the next cycle automatically comes to 0, 0, 0. So if you draw by yourself, you will find it out that it is coming to 0, 0. Now you have to remember one thing. I already told that A is the LSB bit. Okay. And C is the MSB bit. A is LSB. So you have to see from here. What is the digit? 0, 0, 0. So it is 0. What is the second one? 0, 0, 1. So it is 1. 0, 1, 1 is 3. This is 4, 5, 7 and again comes to 0. So your sequence you can find it. 2 and 6 are not coming in the circuit. So whatever you have designed is correct. So designing a counter, synchronous counter of any given sequence is very easy. You can do it for any sequence. If you like the material, do subscribe to Read Electric Vehicle channel and you can find the link for the PDF material in the description. If you want detailed explanation about this, you can refer to this website. Apart from digital electronics, you can also find materials on power electronics, solid state drive, circuit theory and basic electrical engineering. Thank you.